we ready? Well, as soon as you check this.
Yeah, my OBS is updating. I'm hoping it doesn't lose all its settings. But at least if I have problems, it's recording.
Cool.
Okay, let's do... okay, I'll full screen my...
I figured I better hurry this story along, I guess. I mean, the past few games have been not so much free reign, I guess, but
Okay, so we've got...
I feel like sometimes I force everybody on a linear path, you know.
It's always a tricky one, isn't it? I wouldn't say you do. I think it's always a tricky one, isn't it? If you wanna push people in the direction of interesting stuff, if you're trying to push the time, if you're not got like infinite time, and then it's always a kind of balance. I don't think you railroad people. That's the main thing.
You open the door, you see a brick wall.
there's only this one guy ran a game for us one time, and it was like D&D style. Oh, it was Demon Gate. He was GM in Demon Gate, and he said we're all walking down the street, and then a lightning bolt comes out of the sky and he hits one of you, and then he rolls the dice, you know. And then we're all like started to dodge these random lightning bolts that were just coming out of the sky, you know, so nobody knew what was going on.
What the hell?
And then finally he hit somebody. It was funny because everybody kept dodging. And then finally he hit somebody. He's like, all right, you're gone. You disappear. And everybody's like, okay. You know, everybody started to kind of get the gist of where this was going. And and he did it, you know, he just kept rolling. So we had to sit there for an hour trying to dodge the lightning. And then finally he's like, all right, you appear at this wizard's tower, and he wants you to do this job.
Yeah, you could have just narrated that if you wanted
Yeah,
to like... things.
Here's some hardcore old school D&D players here.
Yeah, that's old school stuff right there.
You know what? What I would have done as a GM, I would have just said, when you all get there, the wizard is extremely fucking pissed because you waste.
Why didn't you let me just hit you?
Yeah, I was trying to teleport you motherfuckers. I was going to give you 1,000 coins for this job. Now all you're going to get is 10 coins each. And you dare not fucking refuse me because I'll turn you all into toads.
Yeah. Do you know why it's so little? Because I spent the rest on spell components for the lightning bolt.
Oh, shit. Imagine like a story you're writing, and this wizard's like, when will these fucking morons? Why don't they just stand in one place?
He was like, so how did I do? That was his first time, you know. And I was like, yeah, that was
first time that I can.
Yeah, that was. It's okay.
That was it. He like, yeah, that was a game. Yeah.
Yeah.
we
I was like,
play a game.
Well, there's this thing called like railroading, and then I had to, you know, tell him. You could have got us there.
I gotta step away for a second to mind my kids. Start without me.
Okay.
You can hear them.
Yes, I can.
Yes.
Okay, should I count us down?
Okay, sure, yeah.
Okay. 3, 2, 1.
Hey everybody, this is Rogue, Blades and Blasters. We're doing another episode of Edge of Decay. We've got... who do we got with us tonight? We got Zypher, Bo, Ghost, and Wanderer. I don't know if Quaritch is going to be joining us. WP. Did he message at all? Oh, he said he was a maybe. All right. This is episode 3, I believe. I'm gonna try not to show any handouts so we don't get any stuck open.
Theater of mind, baby. We'll just imagine the handouts.
Yes. Last time on the Fringe, while investigating an old drug den of the Chrome Rippers, the group found out that the place belonged to someone named G. Dawson. Apparently, he was a worker of the Helo Gas Company. Pictures of Mr. Dawson and his girl Janet, as well as their young son James, were in the place, but there was no sign of the family or the Rippers. 2 Corp agents tailed them there, and then a fight broke out. And in the aftermath, Shadow was mortally wounded. The 2 mercenaries sent up to the room, they were dusted as well. The group did all they could to save Shadow, but he died on the way to the hospital in a stolen Corpo van. They don't ask too many questions at the hospital. They don't really seem to care too much about the details. They scan the body and they log the data, tell the loved ones or those that brought the stuff in that they did what they could. Then if there are no discrepancies, the biological remains are stripped away and used for reprocessing. But Shadow knew the deal. He knew the dangers. So did everyone else. But they needed to make a living. They needed those credits. I put a handout up there called Shadow's Personal Belongings that anybody can go through and take his stuff, I guess, while you're in the van dropping him off. When you guys are in the place and you wheel him in, they take his body. And the woman behind the desk, kind of an old lady. You can see she's got a few cybernetic implants, like in her eyes. She's smoking a cigarette back there behind the desk. She's like, that's a receptionist here at Biomedical. She looks over and she says, just sign here and here. You know that Biomedical can't be sued due to any of the following issues that might arise after the deceased is reprocessed. She takes a big drag of her cigarette, hits some stuff on the keypad. The lighting here is really damaged. It's flickering in the room. There's like sick and wounded waiting in the lobby for their turn. Dried blood on the floor and some vomit. A man passed out or either dead, laying in the corner. Some guy shivering from the cybernetic rejection syndrome medication that he's been taking. She says, she looks over and she says, is there anything else you'll be needing? Do you need me to sign over any other forms for the deceased and family members? And she looks over at any one of you, I guess, who turned the body in.
One of the 2 Colts, maybe.
Yeah, Colt will kind of move a little forward. Yes. I was his brother, you see. We met a long time ago. No, there are no more family that I know of. We will be taking his personal effects with us. It's all we have of him.
She says, all right then, excellent. I'm very sorry for your loss. And you can see there's like zero empathy really, but she's just going through the motions. And yeah, and you guys are given his belongings, and you can see him taken away, like on a gurney. What are you guys up to?
Drift kind of just watches the body go, and he can't quite get over it, because for him, he didn't really see the combat. He just saw them go into the building, and Shadow, like Colt and Brother Crud and Quaritch, they all seemed to him like these really tough guys, larger than life, and then suddenly one of them's dead, and he can't quite process it. So he just kind of watches the body go, and he's not really saying anything. He's just staring.
Cred lights up a cigarette in the clinic, not really thinking too much about, whatever rules there might be against that sort of thing. He's stressed out. He wants to smoke, and he watches them take Shadow away. He's shaking his head. He sighs. He kind of looks at Colt. Sorry about your friend, man. I know, we didn't know him too well. He seemed like he was okay. He's a little quiet, but he seemed like he was okay.
Yes. Well, I didn't know him for too long. I didn't want to wait there for the lady to ask us any more questions. And this way we can get his personal effects. Waste not, want not in times of need. He was a quiet sort. Didn't talk much. I don't know where he came from. But I had not seen him do anything, dishonorable. That much I can say. Whoever sent those men, I don't think they were expecting us. Otherwise there would have been a heavier response. Seemed we took them by surprise as much as they did us.
Yeah, I don't think they were ready for it, man.
And then what's this? I see this among the effects of Shadow. Photograph of a woman and a son. Mean anything to you guys?
It's and out of character, Rogue, is that the picture of the lady who I fucking stabbed to death in the car?
Yeah.
Yeah, Cred looks at it and he turns his head like, that's You remember when we met at the hairstylist, the barbershop?
Mm-hmm. Yes, I do.
Take a close look at the lady, man.
And Cole does that. That. Well, that is. And kind of Cole's like, at loss for words. I
Drift
mean,
kind of looks in at it as well.
And Crud takes a long drag off his cigarette. I don't feel too good about it, I didn't know, and I don't know, man. There's a kid out there right now probably wondering where his mom is. And I know where she is, and that kind of fucks me up a bit.
I understand. But that in itself is strange. I mean, I have been around enough criminals in my time, and it seems odd that for a person to have a son, and a son they love enough to write this and take a picture, be associated with the rest of the men that attacked us. It seems out of place, at least to me.
Drift kind of runs his hand through his hair and just says, I don't know, man. I think I kind of understand it. She was like me, right? She was just the driver. And
Yeah.
he kind of shakes his head and... it's this world, man. It's this world. I don't just mean this moon. It's everything, right? It's just fucked up. And he just kind of shakes his head and tails off.
And Crud, he kind of spits on the floor, and I kind of just stay wherever, but sometimes, like I used to back when I was on Terra on Earth, I used to work at a soup kitchen sometimes, I like to help people, and I do that here too sometimes, when I got time. I like to,
Oh,
because
good
they're
for
like
you,
me.
man.
But I'm just thinking, I'm gonna be in there one of these days, I think, and I'm gonna be giving out soup. There's this kid's gonna walk up, and I'm gonna give him a bowl of soup after I kill his mom, and I'm gonna have to think about that.
I don't know, man. You can't be thinking about that all the time. It will just tear you down, man. Right? You can't do it. I know where you're coming from, but you can't live like that, right? It's just there's too much sadness in this world to take it on. You know what I mean?
Well, that's all my life is, Drift. I'm like that kid, you know. At least he knew his parents. But yeah,
Take it.
and maybe you're
Take it.
right,
Take it from me, mate. It's not always a blessing to have known your parents. Depends who they were, right?
Maybe.
If it weren't for my fucking mum, my brother might still be here. Shit. And he kind of runs his hand through his hair again and just kind of shakes his head as if to kind of just like clear the thoughts away. Just goes, oh, come on. You know what? We need a drink. We should take some of his cash and have a drink for him, right? Empty place at the bar. Drink for Shadow. Come on.
I like that.
Yes, yes. Let us drink to the memory of Shadow. And I, in a past life, I used to be an investigator. I could do things, Maybe I can search the streets, find the kid, use some of that corpo money, Brother Crud, from that suitcase, see if we can get the kid off the streets, find some home.
Oh man, you would do that? You go looking to see if you could figure out what this kid is?
In a life of sin that I have led, it is not often that I've got chances to make up for it, Not very often. There is more sin I've created and sin I have eaten just to survive and stand in front of you now. And try as I much. It seems for every good I do, I sin more. Maybe even in this, helping this boy, I will sin more. But at least the boy will be helped. And though in that situation it was your life or that lady's, and you are here now and she's not, the boy does not need to suffer for the choices of their parents. Maybe that's how we can break the cycle for one person. And maybe they will break it for someone else. Who knows? Or they may not. But at least we would have tried, if nothing else.
Drift kind of been looking thoughtful while Colt's been talking, and he says, you know, the way I see it, it's really hard to like do proper good in the world, but maybe trying's enough, you know, like, or maybe it's all we can do. I don't know, but the way I see it, you didn't make his mum be there, which wasn't like she was just walking by and you just killed her, man, right? She was part of it. She was a driver, and I don't think she was a bad person, but she signed up to something she knew was dangerous, right? She was taking a risk for a kid. So maybe she wasn't bad, but she did something dumb, and sometimes that gets you dead just as much, right? And if it hadn't been you, it could have been something else. It could have been a stray bullet, right? It's just, you're in those situations. It's like me, right? I poked my head out of the bathroom and got shot in the face. I could have been dead if it weren't for you guys. Shit just happens, man. It's fucked up, but you can't blame yourself for all of it. Like, and if you help the kid, that's doing something good. And even if something bad ends up coming of it in some weird way, that's not on you. That's on the world being fucked up. I don't know. It's just, I just don't see how you can get through a day otherwise. Jeez, I need a drink. Come on.
I got ways to get through. But yeah, no, we'll go, let's go have a drink. I think we've been around a lot of dying folks. I think we need to hit some hard liquor to get over it, you know.
Yeah. Drift, for all his words, is looking really quite disturbed by the whole thing. More about the thing with the kid than even Shadow, because Shadow was okay, but he didn't know him that well, and Shadow's obviously someone who lived that kind of violent life. But the thing with the kids got him rattled. He's just trying not to admit it.
Cool. So you guys head on out to the hospital and take the hover van to the bar.
Yeah.
All right.
Is there any easy way I can check the van for like any kind of traces or anything like that?
You could make a mechanics roll, unless you have like a bug scanner or something like that.
No, I just have a comm lab. So I will make a mechanics roll. 19.
You do find a transmitter underneath the vehicle.
Okay, is it easy to remove or disable?
Yeah, especially with that roll.
Okay, great. Yeah, I'll kind of remove it then and kind of show it to the others and say, sorry for the delay, lads. I just figure those corpo arseholes always pull shit like this. Look, Bracer. And he kind of, he goes over and throws it in the dumpster.
Nice. And after that, we'll move over to this next scene here. Bo, you there?
Yep, right here.
Cool. I'm gonna introduce your character. I gave you a little bit of backstory, but show you some more here now. Guest starring Bo as George Dawson. About that same time, camera pans across the city to the docks in Helios Station. There's a big sign outside that says Helo Gas, and camera pans in on George. You're sitting there. You have just gotten back from a job where you were out on an asteroid kind of mining resources and stuff for Helios Station. You've had this job for 10 years now. You used to be a ganger and a criminal for a while. You even ran with the Chrome Rippers for a while. And you realized what a fucked up situation that was. They started, human trafficking and like all sorts of messed up stuff. And that's when you got out. You also had a child with a girl that you had met there. Actually before the Chrome Rippers. And Janet was her name. She's your ex-girlfriend now. You have a 10-year-old boy named James. And you're looking back, you're looking forward to like getting back and seeing your boy. Not so much her, because she's just, drugged out and still stuck in that whole world. But she does love her kid, right? She does try to take care of him as much as possible. And I don't know if you got a chance to look at your backstory, but yeah, you had a rough childhood, and there's no parents around. They were abusive. It seems like everybody rolls the damn abusive result on that.
I blame the roll tables.
Yeah. A lot of the stuff towards getting abused on there. Parents, government, whatever you want, really.
Yeah.
I took that personally.
Yeah. Background life path table 1. How was your character crapped on by life? Roll the scene.
Yeah.
Yeah. George would go ahead and step off the transport with, jets of hissing steam in the background. She pulls off his heavy gloves. You can see his hands are calloused, but that his face is hollowed out and gaunt. He's been working long, long hours, many days, many nights, just looking forward to getting back on solid ground, getting back to this rock where he can see his son. But he knows there's a price to pay, because in the next few minutes, once he gets home, he doesn't know if his apartment that he left is going to be in shambles and littered with drugs, or if, everything's going to be okay and his ex-girlfriend, Janet, is having a good day. Oh, fuck. Let's roll the dice. He kind of looks from side to side as he exits the ship.
Yeah, you see your friend, Rick. I don't know if you can see those names pop up there underneath the tokens, but Rick has got like this mohawk here. And he's like, all right, man, the boss tell you he wants to see us in the office.
What? Come on, Rick. We just sit down, man. I got shit to do, people to see, James.
I know. You want to get back and see your boy, but he says it's important.
Always want their goddamn pound of flesh, don't they? Lead the way. He's obviously frustrated.
Yeah. When you get in the office, you find yourself sitting there in like the lobby of Bill's office for like 10 minutes, and you can hear some yelling going on. Rick went in there by himself first. For some reason, he wanted to separate everybody that he called in there, and then Rick storms out, and you can see he's like flustered and totally pissed off, and he like shakes his head, and he's like, "Fuck this place, George. Fuck this place, man." And
Yeah. I agree. Should I even go in there, man? I mean,
he's like, "It's over." And you can see he's like almost in tears as he walks out. And then Bill opens up the door and he's like, "George, come in here."
and George, I guess, would hang his head a little bit and wipe some grime from his forehead onto his sleeve and enter humbly. Yeah, boss.
You see on the TV when you get in there, like there's a news report, Channel 3 News, and it says another terrorist attack on Tashier Industry this evening. This makes 3 hits in the last week, 3 major corporations on Helios. These attacks all seem to be upon vital areas of Helios' life-preserving industry. Here's Gregory Mason with more, and then it switches over, and he turns the TV off, and he says, "George, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Sorry about what, boss?
And he throws the small envelope on the table, and it says termination on it. He says we got to let you go.
George kind of slowly reaches out and grabs the envelope, tucks it into his vest.
You did
Oh,
good
what?
work here. Good work, George.
All of us? You just cutting us off like that? Like some sort of wayward piece of space junk?
I wish I could tell you something different, man, but these cutbacks, they can't pay for anybody anymore. Can't afford them.
I get it, man. You gotta make ends meet, so do we. All right, Bill. See you around, okay?
Thanks for understanding, George. Good luck out there.
Yeah.
And you walk out, and you haven't been jobless for like 10 years, so you've definitely gotten the shit into the stick for a while.
Yeah. You're kind of looking at the envelope and whether it's cash or some sort of notes or digital currency. It just flips through it.
Yeah,
What the fuck, man? What? Go ahead.
You get 500 credits for severance pay.
So, what is this? Can barely take Jimmy to a meal on this. Shit. He walks down the street towards Janet's, muttering something about selling her off for credits.
When you get there to, you notice the place is like roped off, police banner, and opening the door, you see that it looks like somebody's been living in here, like a bunch of people have been living in your apartment. There's also the elevator was shut down as well. Looks like some sort of gun battle went on in the hallway. You can hear people talking down the hallway and all this stuff. And as kind of the camera probably pans back over, you notice the picture of you and your boy and Janet is missing from the wall. And yeah, it looks like somebody just lived like in a drug den, just like you were saying. You didn't know if you came back, it was gonna be. Yeah, she did it again.
Did it again.
And
never trusted Janet. So he like kind of takes a few jogging steps and like definitely kind of ducks under the caution tape. If anybody says anything, he just kind of acts like he doesn't hear. Takes a few steps into the apartment, looks down the hallway and sees like all the plasteel and stuff just blasted away by gunshots. And notices that the picture's gone. He's like, God damn it. Nobody would have taken that if they were robbing the place. Did she take it? Where the fuck is she? Where the fuck is he? He kind of yells out, James!
yeah, there's no answer. And there might be only one place she could be at the hideout, not at the train station.
Yeah, I guess he would head that way, double time.
All right, and we're gonna flash on over to the bar.
What a simp. George.
Oh,
Everybody got view there?
Sure do.
yeah.
All right. You guys are in the bar for a little bit. You guys can kind of set up that scene. Same one that you guys went to visit when Shadow is with you. You know.
Yeah, Crud will be at a table, and he'll have ordered their harshest liquor, the hardest of hard, the space whiskey, and he wants the whole bottle brought to him, top shelf.
Bartender's like, all right, I gotcha. And he heads on over there. Throws it out really quick for you. Slides it down the table. Yeah.
Yeah, Drift joins him and asks for the extra glass and kind of pulls up an extra chair for Shadow.
And Crud will just start pouring shots. He'll pour one for Drift, he'll pour one for himself, he'll slam his, he'll pour one for himself again, slam his, pour one for himself again, slam his. Do 3, and then he'll sit there for a little bit. And just kind of look at the bar, look at his hands. Look at these hologram titties, if that's what they are.
Yeah, you got some live dancers in there. You got some synth dancers
good.
as well.
Even better.
Yeah.
So am I running into this place? Is this the hideout for this place or whatever you're talking about? Or...
No, not yet.
Okay.
Why is there 2 Colts?
Yeah, I made a joke about that earlier. So.
Oh. As you guys are chilling and drinking, are you drinking a lot? Or,
I am getting fucked up.
Okay, cool. Go ahead and make a body check. Just a skill or attribute check.
Let's see.
Unless you have
Drug tolerance work?
Drug tolerance, yeah.
Yeah, alright.
Anybody else drinking too much?
Drift is going to be drinking a little bit too much, but not anything like. He's drinking about 1/3 the pace of Crud.
Okay. Yeah, if you don't have the drug tolerance skill, go ahead and just do a body check.
Okay.
Oh shit, brother.
Hey, I'm rolling all the 10s tonight.
Nice.
Except
So,
probably when I really need it.
A nice healthy buzz, not enough to get you dumb and negatives, you know. What about cold?
You could teach me at that age a few things then.
What about cold? Yeah.
Oh.
Yep. Cole's fucked up.
Hey, Bo.
Yeah.
Do you think George would have stopped at the bar first before he went to that hideout?
I think if it was on the way and there's any chance that she would be there, he probably would stop.
Yeah, we can say it's on the way, definitely. So yeah, that makes sense. I think that'd be cool anyway. So you end up going into this place as well, very nearby to that area, and where she probably you and her had often frequented. You know, you could have even have met her here or something.
Yeah, he's kind of like jogging down the street, checking the alleyways and stuff. But then, as an afterthought, kind of looks at this bar and says, oh, maybe she needed a fix and stopped by here. So he kind of ducks his head in the bar and, like when you're looking for somebody through a crowd, you're kind of like moving your head around like a chicken.
Yeah.
That's what he's doing.
What's Colt up to?
Colt.
Yeah, I mean, oh, you could.
No. So yeah, Colt's drinking, but he's a little much older than the other two, and he's not talking much. He just remembers what he said at the morgue, and he's kind of thinking about his past sins and just being in a depressing mood, losing. He's not lost. It's not the first time he's losing someone that, I mean, it's not a partner, but I mean, who can be really a partner in a place like this, in a time like this, for too long? And somehow he seems to be the one who always survives. So so he's kind of drinking in a depressed mood, and he just seems to be at the bar, kind of turning the picture of the kid over and over in his like almost like twirling it in his fingers and just muttering to himself. Reminds him of past cases where he's seen scenarios like this. Parents killed in a drive-by, parents killed by gangers, parents being gangers, just and he's just head down, in a forehead in his left palm, while he's just drinking and twirling the picture of the kid and trying to think how he can go about finding it.
All right. As you guys are doing this, there is a call. There's a call on Shadow's phone. It lights up his comm lab.
Drift looks at the other two and then says, "Oh, I'll get that." And he kind of answers it and just goes, "Yeah, Shadow's friend. This is Shadow's phone. This is a friend. Shit, I only had 3."
You notice the contractor pops up.
He goes,
The
are you the contact?
He says yes. Is Shadow available?
No, I'm sorry to say he's not. It didn't go too well for the job. Didn't go too well for Shadow. He didn't make it.
He's been terminated.
Yeah, that's one way of putting it. I guess we're
You're
just
part
having
of
a
his
bit
crew?
of a wake. Yeah, we're just having a few drinks for him right now.
Yes, I believe I met you at the bar.
Oh yeah, I think I saw you. Yeah. Yeah, I'm Drift. That's what they call me anyway.
Well, Drift, the contract still stands if you're still available.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I mean, we're in this. So give me just a sec. I'll just check with the other two. And he kind of like covers the microphone and just goes, lads, it's Shadow's contract. He's saying it's the his contact. He's saying the contract is still open if we want it.
And Crud drinks again. I mean, just stop it for a drink, and then maybe we can go, see where that other place was that Quaritch found, where my boss might be. I still gotta do the contract 'cause that's where I found my boss. But yeah, I'm gonna do it.
Yeah. All right, I'll let him know. And he takes it off his finger off the microphone and he just goes, complete forgetting there's probably a mute function. And he says, yeah, we're up for it. Yeah, we wanna find him.
Excellent. I'll send you the details. The payment is still 6,000 credits per head.
Great, thanks. Yeah, look, we're just gonna have a drink for Shadow, right? And then we'll get back on it. You gotta kind of mark the moment, right? Someone goes.
If you say so. And
Yeah.
and you can see his eyes like they shift to the console, and he says, I suppose the stacks didn't work out well.
No, there was we got hit. Yeah.
We'll try to find another location for the Chrome Rippers then. I'll contact you back when we have.
Thanks. We'd appreciate that. We'll be here.
And then he disconnects.
And Drift says to the others, I'll keep hold of his phone, right? Always calm, I guess we'd call it.
Yeah. George, could you make an attribute perception check? If you use the buttons up there, it's under attributes.
Mm-hmm. Attribute perception.
Eight. I would say not high enough to see Cult at the bar flipping the picture, but it's definitely high enough to see this guy in the back that you've seen many times as a dealer that works here. You do see, some guys at the bar and everything drinking, but this place is filled with them, of course. And you've never met these guys. But also, Brother Crud, Colt, and Drift, could you make a perception check as well?
Sure.
And George, you're not trying to hide or anything in the crowd, right? You're just
No,
looking
I'm
around.
just looking for Janet.
Okay.
If he sees any junkies, he's like, hey, have you seen Jan? Have you seen Jan? And he sees the dealer. And it's like that motherfucker. And he starts making a beeline towards him through the crowd.
Yeah. Drift, at about that time, you notice the guy in the picture on the wall with Janet and the little boy is here, and he's pushing through the crowd, heading towards some guy.
And Drift just kind of looks over at Colt and goes, Colt, can I have a look at that picture again a sec?
Yeah, here you go.
And he takes the picture and he kind of holds it up in front of his face and kind of looks across at the guy in the back of the picture and it's good. Oh, fuck. Maybe it's good. Guys, stay here. I think it's the guy from the picture. You just stay here. And he's particularly looking at Brother Crud. He goes, you just stay here. I'll have a word. And he starts making his way across the bar to George. He can see roughly where he's heading and he goes to kind of cut him off.
Okay, we'll say you get to him before he actually gets to the dealer, Cutter. George, you'd know the guy's name.
Cutter! Hey! He's like, I got it! And he starts to point his finger and he just kind of runs into Drift.
And Drift says as quietly as he can while still being heard over the noise of the bar, he goes, look, you don't know me, mate, but I've got news for you, and it ain't good, sorry. Is there someone we can talk?
What type of news? He kind of spins around and gives Drift his attention. Hey, don't get too close, man. What type of news are you talking about? I'm not here for a drink or a shakedown, okay?
Not a shakedown. Look, and he could probably see that Drift's face. He's looking unhappy. And he kind of shows him the picture. Goes, this you, right?
Yeah, it's me. Where'd you find this? And he grabs for it.
Yeah, Drift will let him have it, and And goes,
Kind of holds it, and the
That's what-
neon lights of the bar playing off of it as his reflection is reflected in the glass.
that's what I want to talk about, but I don't think you want to be discussing your personal business in the middle of a bar, right? Particular news I got for you, mate.
You need to go. Lead the way.
Yeah, we could just maybe go outside or something. Or I don't suppose there's a quiet corner in here, is there? Rogue?
Probably not. Not in here.
Yeah. Okay. So
there's-
we'll just get a. There's probably some more high tech equivalent of a hand stamp or something we can go back out and in. And
Step
I
inside
suppose it's
the
just a
pub.
bar, isn't it? Yeah.
Yes,
So
outside.
we'll just step outside and kind of step out the way to the bouncer's not hearing everything. And Drift will say, "Look, it's about the lady, your partner, your wife, right?"
Former, yeah. And more importantly, my kid James. It's the boy in the picture.
Right. I don't know anything about the kid, but I'm afraid she's look, there was she was driving some bad people around, and they attacked some friends of mine. There was bullets everywhere, and let's just say she got caught in the crossfire. I'm really sorry, man.
How would George react to that? Does he still like have feelings for her, or is it just like, well, it was going to happen sooner or later, type of deal?
I say it's up to you, man.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
If
well,
you want to
mixed.
make a check or whatever.
I'll just roll with it. He just kind of looks with the blank stare at Drift for a while, and his upper lip starts to tremble. After all, he had a child with a woman. But George has had a hard life, abusive parents. He literally looks like he just got done mining an asteroid right now. He has his overalls on, maybe some goggles around his neck. The gloves, caked with grime, are tucked into his waistband, and he just kind of tries to play it off. Fuck. I knew it was coming. But whatever, man. He just kind of looks to the side.
And Drift goes, "Look, don't take this the wrong way, but look, if you've got the kid to take care of, I know it's tough times, and like with what happened to her, look, a friend of mine got killed today, and look, we did what we always do, right? We split his cash, and that here's my share." And he gives him, like, holds out his hand with 800 credits and goes, "Look, just take care of the kid, right? It's not doesn't make up for losing his mum, but at least you can feed him. I'm sorry, man."
He kind of takes it and just really sadly, like, tucks it into his vest. And Drift can see, like, he tucks it right, just to make it more depressing, right next to the envelope that says, like, severance package or something, whatever it says. And
Oh, yeah.
you've never seen the kid, though.
No.
Any news, good or bad?
Is he okay?
And he tells him that he just got back from, mining for helio gas, whatever it's called.
Look, we're still looking for the people she hung around with, right? And there's some bad people. If you know anything, we've got an employer who'll pay for information. We could cut you in.
Yeah. I know the area. It's not like I got current employment, so yeah, we help each other.
She with the Chrome Rippers, right?
Yeah, once upon a time. Me too, back in the day, but some of us got out. And clearly, she didn't.
Yeah. Look, if it's okay, would you come over and have a drink, meet the guys? We're just knocking back a few to remember our friend who didn't make it today either. There's one of my friends. He's pretty messed up. He counts himself responsible for what happened to your lady, and he saw the picture and the kid and everything, and he's really cut up about it, man. So yeah, maybe best not to talk about it, because it'll make him feel like crap, but it will make you feel worse as well. I mean, it's up to you. I'm not going to stand in the way of your grief or whatever, man. But oh shit! And he's getting more and more uncomfortable the more he talks. And he goes,
Yeah,
but
listen.
we got a job.
I won't
right?
say anything as long as you stop talking, okay?
Drift looks
Yeah,
really grateful. It's like, sure.
Crud actually, he makes his way over. Drift, is this the guy, man?
Yeah. Look, I told him what happened, man. You don't need to go over it all again, right? It won't
Hey.
help you or him.
I'm really sorry, man. I didn't know. You know, I just had a job to do. You know.
He just kind of sits a few chairs down and says, "Water under the bridge."
It's his ex, brother. I'm definitely not mentioning that, rogue.
I think make a willpower check, Crud.
Oh no.
It was a drug infused. Oh,
Yeah, so Crud, yeah.
Drift is kind of expecting this, and he just kind of like steps between Crad and George and goes, "Brother, it's not gonna help. Like, I told him what happened. He doesn't need to know all the details. It's just gonna hurt you and hurt him. It's not gonna help anyone.
No,
we need to talk about the job. That's all, right? Right?
Look, man, it's not right to keep something like that from somebody, you know? Like, what are the chances he comes walking the same fucking bar we're in here drinking with, you know what I mean? What's your name, man? What's your name?
George.
George, man, I'm sorry, you know, she was rolling with some bad people, you know, and they came up on us, and when I start going crazy, you know, I just see whoever, you know, I see people. They're all trying to kill me, you know. They killed my friends that day, and I thought she was with them, you know what I mean?
Well, she was with him. It's all water under the bridge, mate. Drift looking increasingly desperate to stop when he knows he's coming next.
When it was all done, you know, everybody was just dead, you know. I don't know if she still meant nothing to you, but I'm sorry, especially for your kid. I don't like that neither, you know.
Well, that's where we can maybe help, brother. That George can maybe help us. He used to run with the Chrome Rippers back in the day, right, George?
Yeah. Long time ago, that was the case. And listen, you know, if you ever been around somebody that's doing the drugs, I knew this day would come. So I'm going to drink this liquor and forget about it.
And Drift, eager to just move Brother Crud as far away from the topic as possible, goes, and look, we can maybe help him. He needs to find his son. We're sure we can help with that, right, brother?
I mean, I figure I owe him, you know. I killed his girlfriend.
Well, I know. Yeah, we talked about how you feel responsible. Yeah, yeah. So we're gonna move on. We're gonna do the job, and we're gonna move on.
Yeah, I mean, if you wanna help us with the job, get your boy back. I mean, I'm gonna finish this beer, I'm gonna finish this liquor and then the space whiskey, and then we can get going.
Yeah. So you guys have been working at this whole bottle, huh? A whole bottle of space whiskey. So I just got fired. This job, it pay?
Yeah, it's pretty good. How much? I'm not good with numbers. Just how much?
It was what, 6,000 between us all, right? Rogue?
Yeah, 6,000 per head. Yeah.
So yeah, he's kind of like figuring, so we've got Colt, Brother Crud, George, Drift, and Quaritch, who may need to, and he goes, yeah, it's just over 1,000 a head and change. Might be a bit more, depends how many people need to be cut in, but somewhere between 1,000 and 1,500,
All right,
Learning the
I
game.
humbly accept everything that you all can offer. Your crew's probably been running together for a while. It'll be the fifth wheel.
Nah, man, no, you got information we need. Can't sit down, have a drink, and tell us about the Rippers. And also, last time you saw your son.
Yeah, he would sit down and probably the camera would fade out with him telling the whole story to these guys.
Yeah. So the you have the job, basically. The contract is still to find Andrew the Squeeze, right?
Yeah.
And for the boy might still be at the hideout, at the train station hideout, the old hideout. George, of course, knows where that is. So you guys could just go there if you want to, or it's
Yeah,
up to you guys.
No, that sounds good.
Cool. Anybody have anything else they want to do, or we'll head on to the station if not.
I'm good. Help Colt sober up with some meth if he needs it. You never know. I was a little bit drunk. I got something for you. You know what I mean? Not the same stuff I use, but it'll wake you up.
Who needs teeth anyway?
Yeah, who needs teeth anyway? Yeah, no, I'm fine. Some fresh air, and it should be good. If I can reunite this man to his son and take out these gangers, yeah, I think that'd be fine as well. Yeah. And then as he's talking, Cole almost like dozes off, and then he like kind of shakes himself awake as he realizes he's almost slept. Yeah, I think we should go. Yeah.
Yeah, get some of that fresh air, mate. Yeah.
Yeah. And he kind of gets up from his seat and stumbles across, almost hits some patrons and pushes them into somebody else's table, and he's able to catch his footing. Yeah. Sorry about that. Yeah. And starts dry heaving a little as he walks out of the bar.
One of the girls was trying to shake you down. She was being really friendly and told you she liked older men and all that stuff. You guys probably, yes.
As she's saying that, Colt almost dry heaves on her face. Dry heaves, and he's like, yeah, not tonight, honey, not tonight. Tonight you'll have to find somebody else to. Yeah.
And then Colt's like, I'm actually 28.
Just had a hard life.
28 in dog years.
Alright, so you guys, you head on over to the old train station hideout. It's only a couple of blocks away. And, how do you guys want to do this? George, you know, you know this place. You know places you could sneak in if you want to, or you could go right to the front door.
I kind of look around and time being of the essence, as long as there's no shady characters around that's going to stop me, I'll kind of make my way through the front since I'm, familiar with the area.
All right. You do see they got a guy guarding the door. Some guy that let's see. Let's see if you know this guy. No, you don't know this guy. Must be somebody new. He's got a mohawk and he's up there smoking a cigarette in front of the door. He's like leaning up against the wall in front of the door.
Is there a name I could drop, like asking about somebody inside that he would be like, oh yeah, no, he's inside, just go on in?
Yeah, there is a name that you know. Let's see. Definitely names you know in there. Eddie or Trance. Trance is higher up.
Hey, yo man. Hey, how goes? Hey, my name is George. Need to meet up with Eddie or Tramps inside. Mind if I scoot on in?
He takes a drag, kind of narrows his eyes, and he's like, George, I know you. Janet's old man, huh?
Yeah.
Your boy was still here not too long ago.
Yeah, man. Been looking to find him. It's been way too long since I saw that kid smile, He around? His name James?
He says maybe you should go talk to them. I don't want to say the wrong things, It's like, go ahead in.
Yeah, so I'll duck in.
When you get in there, they have a bunch of music playing really loud. Let's see. Inside is basically, pool tables and what you would kind of figure a hideout to look like. A bunch of punks and drug addicts in there.
Mm-hmm.
And you see, at least 7 or 8 guys in this room that are all kind of packing weapons. And you run into Trance, who pretty much runs this whole branch or this area, this hideout,
Mm-hmm.
And he looks over and he says, George, how you doing, man? I haven't seen you in a long time.
Yeah, it's been a minute, George. You've been, look at me. Hard at work. Hey, I'm looking after James. You around?
Oh, you can see his face kind of falls when you mention that, and he says, he's not here anymore. We had to let him go, We made some good money off of him, though.
What do you mean?
He says, we sold him to the Trinity. Just yesterday, they came and picked him up.
You sold my kid! He kind of charges after him and starts to push him like a little shove.
Yeah, you like shove him. Everybody turns and starts to like put their hands on weapons and everything. And he said, and he like puts his hands up, like kind of lets you have it, you know. And he says, easy, easy. They were gonna wipe us out. You don't fuck with the Trinity.
What do I know about them?
All that you've heard about them is they're a gang of synths, kind of more a mafia of like cybernetic. It's like a church almost.
Mm-hmm.
They have this symbol.
Let's see. He kind of looks around with all the weapons just about pointing in his direction. He realized that starting anything here unarmed against all these people is not wise. He starts backing up, just points to the trains and says, "Fuck you, man. Fuck you, all of you. Fucking dope sniffers." fucking leaves. Dope sniffers. Dope sniffers and gummies.
Okay, we now have the title of this week's episode: Dope Sniffers and Space Whiskey.
This guy steps forward and he's like, fuck this guy, man. You let him push you like that? And Trance is like, puts his finger up. He's like, I get it. He wants his boy back, right? George, you're not gonna start any shit with us, right?
Nope.
What's everybody else doing?
Oh, I'm trying to think of how upset I would be if they sold the kid.
Yeah, just so you know,
we
George,
actually-
you do have a pistol on you.
Are we in there with him? Or are we outside?
Yeah, you guys
Yeah.
are all in there. There are currently 6 enemies total in this room.
Yeah. Drift doesn't like the lack of bathrooms in here, so he's he's kind of drifting towards the back of the group. He's worried something's going to kick off. He's got no time for anyone selling kids, but he's also doesn't fancy the odds, so he doesn't want to get caught in the middle of it in case it does kick off.
Hey, George, you mind if I ask these assholes something?
Kinda
And here we
turns,
go.
Be my guest.
Hey, you guys took my boss hostage. Where's he at? You sell him to the Trinity, or what did you do with him?
He says, oh shit. You talking about the squeeze?
Yeah, I'm talking about the squeeze.
He says, yeah, the Trinity took him too.
Well, when it comes to him or George's kid, you know, you got any way of getting them back?
He looks over at the others and he's like, I can tell you where they are, or where they took them, where the Trinity's hideout is. But that place is a fortress, you're never getting in there.
You let us figure that out, man. We got in here just fine.
He says, but I can't help you any more than that.
Okay, where they at then?
He looks over at Tomahawk and he nods to him. He says, give him the place. You notice he writes down an address for you. Comes over and hands it to you.
Yeah, Brother Crudle handed to Drift, kind of reaching far back, because I imagine Drift is about halfway out the door at this point.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, you got access to the net? Can you check and see if that's legit before we leave?
Yeah. Yeah. And Drift will quickly check it.
Yeah, you check out the location on the comm lab and pull up an area. It looks like some kind of industrial area, some kind of factory or something. And you can see it, live feed, almost like like Google Maps almost. You pull it up and you can see the lights are all off and stuff. You can see a fence around it with like razor wire and things like that. And there's no, there's no a business or open sign or anything like that, or any advertisements around it. It just looks kind of like a darkened out factory.
Any sign of anyone moving about around it or inside?
You do notice a couple of drones like hovering around outside. One passes every once in a while in front of the camera. He says,
Does
"Yeah,
that
that's
seem
the
usual?
place."
Does that seem more usual? I mean, I'm trying to work out if they're just kind of fitting us up to hit some corpo factory or something.
It's hard to tell because the place isn't branded or anything. You know what I mean? You don't see like an
Yeah.
advertisement that says like Hilo Gas or anything outside or anything like that. But
I'm trying to think what we could see. I guess drones anyone could have.
he says these motherfuckers are crazy. They're terrorists. They're responsible for hitting all these places.
Oh shit! All that stuff on the news.
Says,
These
yeah,
guys. Fuck.
they came in and they took all of our shit a couple of days ago. Of our shit, they took the boy, said that they were gonna use him. And they wanted Andrew's head. But he was still alive when he left here, and so was the kid. But I'm not fucking with them. And he puts his hands up. You guys can have at it.
Fuck's sake. Yeah, and Drift is kind of just looks at the others and shrugs and goes, I guess.
Oh, fuck. It's really hard for me not to.
Yeah.
They killed my homie. They killed my friend. They gave his
And
kid up.
they're pieces of shit.
Yeah. Oh,
Do it.
I'll willpower it. I'll willpower
Do
it.
it.
I'll willpower it. Give me a target number. Vote.
I would say this is probably a difficult target number. We'll say 12.
Nope. Tried. I look back at Drift and say, hey, Drift, man, you want to go start the car? We'll be out in a second.
Yeah. And Drift almost runs out the door. Goes out and goes to the
Yeah,
goes to the van.
I'll give like a 5 or 10 count in my head after I see him leave the door, just so he gets enough time.
Drift will try and indicate to George that he might want to either come with him or says, George, do you want to come to the car as well, or you good there?
He kind of backs out and he kind of looks at. I think he sees the look on Crud's face, like, oh shit. And maybe the very last minute, he's like, no.
Yeah, and Crud will actually go into his he'll go into his pocket and he'll pull out a hit of slow jack. He'll pull out the whole tab. He's like, you guys want to do some drugs? He'll look around the room.
The guy, Tomahawk, he's like, yeah.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, let me go ahead and go first. I'll show you how to do it. You guys ever seen some shit like this. It's real good stuff, you know. And he starts unwrapping the tablet he's talking about. Makes you feel like you're real heavy, you know, real strong on top of the world. You know what I mean? You
Oh
guys
yeah.
ever take any shit like that?
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, you know what this shit's called?
That's slow, right?
Oh shit, yeah, you're pretty smart. He takes the hit. He says, but you're not gonna get any smarter than you are today. And he's gonna go ahead and just whip the shotgun up and try to blow away Tomahawk since he's probably the closest one.
All right. I'll set this up real quick. I gotta.
I tried. It took everything. I tried. We were almost getting the fuck out. We were
Yeah,
almost.
I mean, they sold a kid to terrorists. Come on.
I couldn't. I couldn't.
No,
What was within me would not allow me to do it.
that's fair.
So
They
I am sorry in advance for whoever suffers from this decision, but I don't think there was any other way.
I think Rogue saw it coming when he referred to them as enemies.
Yeah, I was like, they're not enemies yet, bro. What do you mean?
Well, I guess, yeah, they have been pretty, the enemies that you guys have fought, like, the past 3 times or something.
And they killed my friend, abducted my boss, they shot at us,
They sucked.
they stole kids.
I'll just use this map here. Alright, so Drift is outside, huh?
Oh, he said he'd be right back. I think he is, though.
Should be up here.
Colt's starting to feel more and more like fucking, was it Danny Glover? In Lethal Weapon?
Yeah, exactly.
Getting
Like
too old for this shit.
as you take a hit of the slow jack, right? Colt realizes he's seen this song and dance before. Just like Danny Glover, he kind of like, cricks his neck and adjusts his shoulder. And while Brother Crud has everybody's attention, he slips out his 38 special scoped.
And I had to roll for every. Oh, I'm rabid. That is -6 on charisma.
Let's say that's the door there. Move these guys over here. You guys can go ahead and put your guys wherever you want, really. We'll say these guys were around a pool table or something.
There's a bunch of dead people in here.
Yeah, there's already bodies over there that they're gonna cut up and sell.
Jesus Christ.
Alright, so yeah, there's Tomahawk. I figure you'd probably be like
Like right
right there with that dude, yeah.
I'm
And
probably
then
pretty close to him.
Drift was like walking towards the door or out. He could be out if he wanted. Yeah, you and Colt could be wherever you want.
Right there.
There was a guy right outside the door, so we'll see what happens there, I guess.
Oh, I'd probably be like, actually, there was Trance. I was talking to him. So I'd probably like right there.
And then we can bust out the Inish. So click your token. It should pop up initiative up there. For every 10 that you get on the Inish, you get a tally point. Let me share this handout to it's a combat handout. Some of the rules are a little bit different, but if you want to see how everybody has 2 action points, and then you can burn up to 2 frenzy. Do more action point, more attacks if you want to. This is the first time you've ever even seen your character before. So George, you do have the Deadeye talent that you got, which is a shooting talent. So you can combine your 2 action points to do a Deadeye shot, and it gives you an aimed shot, which gives you an extra D4 modifier to hit somebody, and it does double damage if you hit them. But you got to spend 2 AP to do it. So, like, you could do your 2 actions, and then you could burn 2 frenzy and do it again, 2 shots, if you wanted to burn your frenzy. And the frenzy is the red line on your token. You have like 8 or something. Empathy is the blue, and then green is hit points.
Got it.
All right. And go. Bad news. Actually, I'm just gonna these guys after. You're gonna get ambush. Do you think everybody else knew that he was gonna do this? Was there no warning?
I think the way he role played that just now, I don't think I would know. So, like, for all I know, he just met the guy. All I know, he would like just go do drugs with randoms.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, yeah, Colt is drunk. Colt would know. But more likely he knows something is going to be up. At least that much he knows. So it's all brother crud. He can take center stage, and then we can all follow.
Brother crud.
I have my
Old
group
crud
listed.
brother.
All right, so that's how that's gonna roll. Brother Crud will go first, and then fall under that. Oh, you're up there twice. Did you get a 29?
Ooh, no.
You roll.
I got a 6.
Yeah, but you're gonna get it first.
Yeah. Where's the murder music, Rogue?
Let me throw that on there. George got a 14. So George will get 1 tally.
Tally ho.
Oh, I'm seeing like 2 of everybody. I don't know if y'all see that on the turn
The
order.
last one might not have been cleared. 29
Yeah.
sounds like
That's been happening
What
to
I
me
had.
lately, and it's just like laggy, and like I wait a while and it clears up.
Yeah. All right, there we go. That's murder music. So you already rolled your drug effects.
yeah.
Okay, so yeah, I think right when you hit the slow, and you can see Tomahawk's face. He's like smiling, but he's like looking at the pipe or whatever, you know, the gas canister or whatever. It's like an inhaler, right?
Yeah, hypo, yeah.
Yeah. So he's like looking at that, and he's like, so you can see him smiling, but it's like, yeah, I'm ready to hit some of that. You know, I want some. Licking his lips, and he's like, in slow motion for a second, just see him, and then go ahead.
Yeah, and then instead of giving him the hypo to hit, he's going to give him a different pipe to choke on. He whips the shotgun out and just goes to blast him with it. It's just at point blank.
Yeah. We give you an extra
D6.
2 modifier.
Okay.
Oh, is it an extra D6? I might have changed it.
That's looking. If this, I don't know if these combat situation things are new or older.
Yeah, let me see.
He's 2 hexes. So if these are up to date, then he's about to eat a lot of shit.
Yeah. Yeah, give it to him.
Is that exploding too? I would imagine not. No, it's not.
No,
The hell? Oh, wait a second. I think it double plussed. Yeah, okay. Did it? Wait. No, that's right. No, that's right.
Alright. Alright, I'll give him a,
Oh, he was ready.
yeah. Even with a little shocked look. He slaps it out of the way just in time. Was that only his first shot?
Yeah. I'll get the, I'll go for the broadsword right away and just close with him, then I'll drop the shotgun. If that didn't work, and I'll just throw 2 frenzy to swing on him.
So you bust out the shotgun, swing it at him, and he slaps it, or go to shoot him and he slaps it away. Maybe struggling with you, then you bust out the sword.
Yeah,
You got
I
him.
throw the shotgun on the ground, just go right in on him. That's heavy. That's extra damage for being fucking high. There's +1. +3 damage. Oof, okay.
3 on the modifier and then ×2.
Yes. Rest in peace.
How do you kill him?
Yeah, so after the shotgun fires off and smashes into the wall, he pushes it out of the way. Crud goes in. He drops the shotgun, goes in with the sword. He's already starting to foam at the mouth, and he just William Wallace's him. Just cleaves straight through head and neck with this fucking antique sword that he bought somewhere.
Alright. George is next. George, what do you do when you see this happen?
Yeah, he figures it's on. You know, he wants to kill Trance anyway, so he's right in front of him. So he pulls out his pistol, and you know the
One
camera
action.
closes in as a. So that's 1 action point. So I can burn a frenzy point to do that count, then, right?
For the Deadeye, yeah.
Yeah, that'll be my turn.
And so if you click on your token, you go to attack. When the modifier prompt pops up, put a D4 in there, and then hit enter.
Form of attack, 45.
Yeah,
Modifier, what you say, D4?
yeah. And that's point blank too, right there.
So modifier
I don't-
D4 then.
Sorry, let me look at this real quick. Yeah, give him a D4 plus D6.
Okay.
The point blank range.
Actions, what do you put? 3?
2, yeah.
2?
17. So now he's got to match or beat that with his defense.
Oh,
20.
And he rolls a nat 20. What
No.
the hell?
welcome to the edge of Decay, bro.
So, he doesn't have
You can dodge
anything in
bullets.
his hands. Right, so he can't attack you back right now. And he doesn't have any way to like quick draw anything. So So he just like flicks his cigarette at you, says "motherfucker," and then you got one frenzy left. If you want to, just take a single quick shot.
Yeah, I'll do that.
All right. And for this, you
Alright.
just get your D6 modifier for the point blank range bonus.
Got it.
I'm rolling with fire. Another shot hits the wall. Colt, it's your turn.
Aim shot at Trance. Ooh.
Holy fuck. Another round hits the wall.
Trance.
And I'm going to burn a frenzy. Burn 2 frenzies, right? To take one more aim shot.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, I see him devastating. Ah.
Right next to him. Alright. Trance actually gets to do it. To go, huh? Oh, Drift, we need you to make an initiative roll, please.
Okay.
Do you want to say that you made it outside before this happened? Or,
Yeah.
With that roll, he's on another planet.
damn,
Yeah.
32.
Yeah. One of my D8s exploded twice.
So you have 3 tally.
Nice.
Alright, so, you hear the gunfire going off. There's a guy outside, too. The guy Wicked that you had seen. With the mohawk. As the gunfire starts, I mean, you can get in your car, or you see the guy Wicked starting to turn around and like look at the door.
You know
What
what?
do you
I think I'm going to go for a drive-by on Wicked.
All right, yeah.
Yeah. You have to hold your gun like sideways.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, so you get in the car, and you're gonna drive by out the window.
Yeah, because I have... What do I have here? Let me have a look here. Abilities. I've got... Every... Oh no, it's so basic maneuvers. There was something else I thought I had there. Oh, where is it? I can't find it. I thought I had a... Oh no, there was an option to have one that adds to attack rolls while driving, but I don't have it. Okay. You know what? I might even just I'm just going to ram him with the car actually.
Okay. That'd be awesome. That makes sense too.
Yeah. I've got
Alright,
that big
so-
van, big hover van, so I can just
Yeah.
gonna
So
ram
go ahead and
him.
make your driving check. And for every 10 that you hit, it gives you an extra +1 to hit on the vehicle.
Nice.
You're using the
this
hover
is
van too, right?
Hovercraft, yeah.
So you're automatically going to get a +1. Okay, so you got +1. If you want to, you can throw that 3 tally in to give you a +4 to hit.
Yeah. Yeah, please.
Alright, just go ahead and roll a d20 +4 then.
Oh,
And you might as well add a d4 to it. You can concentrate on it, you know what I mean?
yeah, I've got time. 1 second. 10.
So a 10.
Yeah. Oh,
He
I suppose I
dives
get
out of
him.
the way.
I don't suppose I get any bonus because he isn't expecting it, but
No, he hears
I
the
am
vehicle.
kind of, yeah, I am
Yeah.
kind of reaching for that one. Yeah.
He dives out of the way and you end up smashing in. I'm gonna say you like bust into the place. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying?
Yeah, I'll duck down and hopefully pull some fire from the others. Duck down behind the dash.
Like I'll put the vehicle in here.
Glass and dust just sprays into the air.
Alright. Trance's turn. Alright, Trance grabs his baseball bat that's nearby. And he is going to try and burn a frenzy and heavy attack George. So he's going to step right here.
Oh, and by the way, Rogue, just in case it becomes irrelevant, I was using I'll use evasive maneuvers as well, so I'll get a +1 on any defense this round.
Okay.
Do I need to do a dodge now?
Yeah. Dodge. Probably dodge, yeah. Or block. I don't know if you block.
Oh, I got hit. I got hit by a bat.
Ooh.
You're getting brained by a bat.
Your armor is 4, so you take 16 damage. That'd just be off your green there. Oh, I should have told you this before, but you have the dodge ability, so anytime if you want to burn your active frenzy, you can add a d6 to your defense roll, but you got to do it before you roll the dodge.
Oh, okay.
Alright,
okay, so I think, what did you say,
Trent.
16? 16 damage?
Yeah, 16 damage. Alright, Hood, this dude over here. I'm actually gonna throw a couple of things down here. You guys have some cover if you really wanna. Makes no sense for nothing to be out there. Alright, this guy looks over and pulls his gun. Gets down. He's gonna spin an action to get behind cover. So he's done. This guy, Eddie, pulls out a switchblade and he's running for Brother Crud. He's got 8 movement total. So he gets right there. He's got a switchblade in his hand.
Did he bring a knife to a gunfight?
He did.
Bat seems to be working just fine. Trance.
Yeah. Trip busts out a 9mm. He's just taking the cover that he's got back there. And he's gonna fire at Colt. Brandon 2 frenzy. Aim shot at Colt. On his 9. Oh, and he rolls a 9. Oh.
There's a definite pattern here of us rolling one lower than the attack roll and then
Yeah.
Colt
rolling one
might have
higher.
something for that.
That's a great
Yeah,
roll.
Colt, you have dodge. If you want to burn frenzy, you can add a d6.
I don't have that much frenzy to burn. That's fine.
Okay. I think you have to do it before though. I believe. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I rolled dodge. Yeah.
20 damage minus 3, 17 damage.
Okay.
So round zips past your shoulder there. What has she got? Oh. Alright. She's gonna run back over here and grab a weapon. You see her grab a gun off of the ground over there. And it is now Brother Crud.
Huh. I think he sees someone with a knife in front of him and doesn't want to see that guy ever again. So, that's what we're doing. I will heavy attack.
Oh my god, dude.
I'll burn
I have been rolling higher than you guys on every attack.
I'll bring the frenzy.
Not this time.
Okay.
And that's ×2. How do you take him out?
Brought a knife to a sword fight. He tries to... I missed the first one. He's able to duck and weave a bit. And then as he's trying to come back up, I just bring the broadsword from under and just basically split him up the middle, start from the groin, and just bowl my way through him.
Nice, George.
Start sprinting over to this pool table and shit in a minute.
Is there a called shot thing, like to shoot the bat out of his hand, or no?
Yeah, there is.
At this range, might be doable.
Yeah, you could get the point blank range bonus. -3.
Let's do that. I'm gonna try to do that and use all my everything. Advise me, oh wise one.
Okay, you want to do a Deadeye shot?
Yep.
And then a called shot. So you would get...
It would be D4 plus
It'll be a
D6
D4 plus
minus 3.
D6. Yeah, -3. Correct on the modifier.
D4 plus D6 minus 3. Okay, dice gods. That's two actions, right?
Correct.
16.
That is a hit. And go ahead and do damage. The damage, when you click damage, you click the gun. Nothing on the modifier, but when the power damage comes up, put a 2 in there. Alright, that's 90% of his hit points, so you blow his hand off.
Yeah. So it just like he tries to swing at him again. It's almost by luck. He's like reflexively, his gun hand shoots up, and like you hear a loud report, and that's followed by Trance just going, "Ah!" And he's just like gripping the stump of an arm and just spraying blood everywhere. And a Louisville Slugger that clatters to the ground with the arm still holding it.
Yeah, he's got to
kill him.
You can, yeah. You can burn you want to burn 1 or 2?
1.
Okay.
No mercy.
Alright, target number's over 3. If he fails this body save. Oh, he makes the fucking body save.
Is it?
Alright, so go ahead and do your attack. He just gets a negative to defend.
Is it D4 or D6 at point blank?
If you're just doing a quick shot, it'll be a D6
Yeah, then.
for the point blank range bonus.
Pretty good.
That's a critical. Yeah. How do you want to finish him?
Yeah, so the gun moves from left to the right, and then as he starts to scream, he's like, "Shut up!" Puts a bullet in his head.
Wait. Tries to say, wait. All right. If you want to burn that last frenzy, you can throw around somewhere else down the way.
Mm. Let's hold on to it.
Okay. All right. It is Colt. Just gonna
Yeah. Which of those little shit shot me? Trip?
trip. Yeah. He's kind of standing behind the pool table over there. He's not really getting cover.
Okay. Colt's gonna move a little closer so he can get a better shot. He just walks up and he's gonna take an aimed shot.
Rolls an 11 plus 1. 1. All right. Oh, he gets hit.
Ooh, nice. Damage. Scope revolver.
Oh my
Oh.
goodness. Is that right? He rolled a 2, a 1. Oh, that seems wrong there. Oh, it's a D10 plus 2D8. Oh, it's the old 38 revolver. He just rolled really bad damage. All right, it like sings his shoulder, almost about the same hit that you took there. That was one shot, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just gonna save my frenzy. And that's my turn.
Okay. All right, Drift. You have smashed through the door entrance, kind of the garage door entrance, and Wicked is like outside of the car, but he's like laying on the ground because he like jumped out of the way, and he's like starting to get back up. What do you want to do?
Can I just like reach one arm out the car and shoot him?
Yeah.
I want to stay mostly still in cover, but just kind of like reach one arm up because he shouldn't be moving too much.
Right.
Okay, so let's do that.
He's on the board now, though. He missed his turn.
12.
All right. That's a hit. Natural 1.
Okay, so let's do that.
Give him oh, yeah, he's got 22 HP. How do you kill him?
Okay, yeah, so Drift kind of like, reaches one arm out, still ducked down behind the dash, but he kind of like takes a rough sight at him and sticks his arm out and just basically kind of shoves it in Wicked's chest as he gets up and pulls the trigger. And there's a loud bang and a splatter of blood on the side of the car, and Drift isn't looking at what it actually looks like.
All right. Anything else from Drift?
No, that's it.
All right. Trance. Trance is dead. It's Hood. All right, Hood got cover behind the pool table. He notices brother Crud and Colt is firing a trip. I'm gonna say 1, 2, 3, 4. He's gonna go at Crud. 5, 6. He wants Colt. Something about him walking towards him shooting. All right, he fires. Takes one action to aim.
Okay.
18.
I'm going to use a frenzy to dodge.
Yeah.
So that is I roll my dodge and then I add a d6.
Yep, that's correct.
So do I put in the modifier? Just roll it.
Yeah, just in the modifier.
Just the D6 the modifier, right?
Correct. Mhm.
Yeah. Okay. Ooh.
Oh, so close. Shitty damage, man. 7 damage.
Oh, not 10.
Yeah, you get 3 back.
Okay.
Still not enough to knock you down. Alright. And he's done. Alright, Trip. Trip, unfortunately, is also firing at you.
Okay. Dodge with a frenzy.
Yep.
Oh wow.
Shit.
Not good. Not good.
He's just taking rounds like bam,
Hang
bam,
in there, old man.
bam, bam. He's looking like the Terminator as he's walking.
Get to the chopper.
Okay. So how does this
19.
work?
That is
19. I have
19.
16.
Okay, so he's
Oh,
negative
no.
2.
Negative 3.
Or negative 3.
Yeah.
So he is Colt's unconscious right now.
Okay.
But we just met.
Not dead yet, but in a bad place. And it is...
That's why one must not drink and enter firefights.
And it is Gita. She's in the back. You see her pull up an SMG, and she starts to load it. For 2 actions, she loads it, and then hit his brother Crut.
Yeah, I don't like that. He's gonna start charging these people behind this table. I can get to here. This table's sitting up, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to fucking super boot this into these guys.
Yeah. Nice. I can flip it over on him.
Basically, yeah. I'm just gonna fucking launch it at him. He's just running these cold go down, and just runs across the room, flips the table on him.
Sweet.
Like he just lost a game of chess.
All right, go
What
for
is
a
that?
D20. And if you want to add a D4 on there, this is gonna be a heavy attack, right?
Yes.
So it'll be a 3-action heavy attack.
I'll burn the frenzy for it.
All right, they both got a dodge. No cover. Hey, it hits one. Hey, it hits them both. Let's give them the same lob, you know, like Nadima Gate, you know, 4d6
fuck,
times
really?
2. Yeah,
I'm fucking launching this thing then, okay.
like 4d6 plus your strength damage modifier times 2.
Oof, okay. Drugs plus strength oh my god, this is gonna be stupid. 46 plus 8 after
Nice.
everything.
D6 plus 8 times 2.
So 38, I think that is.
38 damage.
Yeah.
Alright. They're both underneath. You guys tell us what it looks like. They're both out of commission under the
Oh
table.
shit. The fuck? Uh, Yeah, so Crud sees Colt go down, and Crud's not really in a conversational mood, but he sees this is somebody he knows that just got popped, and he's having a bad couple of days basically. He runs up, sees these guys, and just basically boots this table as hard as he can into him, and just launches it at him, flips it, knocks it onto him, and just the weight of the table. Plus the force which is going just kind of smashes them against this ground. Not something they were expecting. Maybe a lot of the damage is done from them hitting their heads off the hard floor more than anything else. So they're getting crushed by this table. This heavy pool table. Fucking hell, brother.
Nice. Alright. And you do have a frenzy left, but I think that's it, right?
Only this person, right? Here?
Yeah, I think that's it.
I'll throw my fucking sword at her, why not?
That's
Frenzy it. Let's throw the broadsword as hard as I can. Can't really, it's still just a light attack, but whatever.
Yeah, it's a quick attack.
-3 modifier. I don't have any training with throwing things.
Okay. So this is just a wild shot. She's got to get a 1.
No.
No. Slides over her head.
Just fucking just throw the sword over. Clatters over on the ground.
But George, he might have her number.
I'm gonna do an aim shot here. Wherever my talent is, I forget what's called.
Yeah, Deadeye shot.
Deadeye shot, that's it.
Alright, that'll be a D4.
Can I get from this range?
And let's see here. Yeah, you're good.
Okay.
25, it's too long.
Okay, when I razzle dazzle you. That's D6.
Is it?
Where's
Just
D4? For the precise shot or whatever. Deadeye. Let me look at the sheet maybe. Is under combat.
Attack.
Combat.
Oh, you're looking for
oh yeah,
on the
like
sheet.
what it does.
Oh, the ability.
Oh yeah, abilities. That's what it is. Racial abilities. Deadeye.
2 actions, and it
Two.
it does ×2 for an aim shot. Makes your aim shots basically ×2 damage.
Okay. And I get a plus 2 to hit. Oh.
Plus D4. Yeah, I changed it to plus D4.
Plus D4. Okay, cool. Alright, I'll do it real quick. Maybe it'll get her if it's actually 2 actions.
That's 11.
Crappy
Alright,
rolls, yeah. Except for that one turn.
11. Let's see. She's got no cover. Let's see if the bullet hits her. No. Alright, you can burn 2 frenzy and try one more if you want.
Do it. I'm gonna do it. I'll bring you down to 3 frenzy.
Yeah, she does have an Uzi, so I would do it. Yeah, definitely. I think that's what got Shadow last game.
Jesus Christ. That bat hit me upside the head, something fierce.
2 rounds fly past her. Colt is unconscious. Colt, you can do a luck roll. If it's a success, you will wake up.
Ah, okay.
If not, you stay in a unconscious state. Right. He's remaining unconscious. Wicked's dead. Drift. It's up to you.
Let's drive them all over.
Yeah. Do I reckon I could actually just drive into the room?
Yeah.
Okay. So, I think what I'm going to do, I'm trying to look where Colt's just over here, isn't he? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and drive over here and put the car between them and Colt. And then see if I'll just kind of skid across around here. Put the car kind of side on or diagonally around this kind of area. And then see if I can reach out the kind of the passenger side door here and drag Colt into the car.
Swerving it like that?
Yeah, kind of thing. So the other way around, 180 degrees from there. So the end's front's facing towards there, and then just kind of reach out and see if I can pull Colt into the passenger. That's it. Cool. See if I can pull Colt into the passenger side.
All right, cool. Yeah, and this vehicle does have hovers, so I mean, if you needed to, you could.
Nice.
All right, so you're flying up in there and gonna block off them.
Yeah.
Sweet. All right, go ahead and do a driving check. It's a pretty tight space, but
Okay.
you're a pretty good driver.
If you fail, you run over Colt.
Yeah.
Nice. So that also adds a +1 defense for anything if anybody attacks you.
Nice.
All right. So what's that look like?
Yeah, so he just kind of hits the gas and or the equivalent. He flies up over the top of these boxes here, kind of swerves around this way over here to avoid hitting George, and then kind of zigzags over here and then skids it round in the direction we kind of see it, and lowers it to the ground, and then starts throws open the passenger door and starts pulling Colt into the car.
All right. That's it for drift?
Yep.
All right.
And he's ducking down as well. Yeah, he's ducking out of sight.
Getting cover, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Gita sees this happening. She's going to make a willpower check because her whole team just got wiped out. If she gets a 10 or higher, she's going to stay. But she might still attack while she's running. Alright, she's running. She's going to try to attack while she's running. She takes off, seeing Brother Crud like freak out, ape out, and smash her friends. She's running for this hallway over here. As she does, she's like mowing the area down with her SMG. So she is going to take some negative modifiers while she's running and firing at Brother Crud. I'm going to give you some cover from that table, though.
Alright.
You'll get +4. Alright, and she's doing a heavy burst. Just basically running, firing the whole time she's running. Heavy burst has also got recoil, so. Here she goes. She gotta get 13. And you got a 4 cover. Critical defense.
Can I pick up and throw the table?
I think that might
One
be
person's been
too
rolling well
far.
tonight.
I've been getting really lucky. What'd you say? I'm sorry.
I
Too
think, yeah, that'd be too far to throw to the pool table.
Alright.
But you can do something else. If you got anything to throw, don't worry about the action.
I have a backpack full of Molotovs.
Hey! Because that's a nat 20 if you want to throw the Molotov.
Yeah, sure, fuck it. This can't go bad.
Alright. Target number to even hit that area, 10.
Oh, I've hit 10.
Alright. Let's see.
How lucky is Gata? Oh my god, you shitting me? Okay. Sure.
That's times 10. 70
Oh,
damage. What's it look like?
okay. Yeah, so he gets shot at and is able to duck behind the table. Has one moment of lucidity to remember that he has Molotovs in his backpack and he's thinking about throwing the table, realized I guess his brain's like no too heavy. He just grabs a Molotov from his backpack and just flings it. Lights it on a whim, flings it. And catches her right before she gets around the corner. She goes up in a burst of flame.
Fuck yeah. She screams, stumbles down the pathway a little while, and burns up in the alleyway. I basically just rule of cooled that, of course, but
Appreciate you.
So how do you guys what do you guys do after that? Combat's over.
I think I need to make a sanity roll or else Drift might have to hit me with his car. I did just do really hard drugs again.
Drift is actually looking after Colt and trying to bring him round. He's going, not this time, not this time.
Yeah, George would probably be heading towards the car to get in. He doesn't know necessarily because his line of sight's blocked that girl is dead until he's almost to the car, and then he just feels a big heat wave. Just like, oh.
As you get over there too, you can hear like screaming, shouting from the other door where that girl ran towards. You're like, fucking place is on fire, and sounds like they might be trapped in that other room or something, or trying to get around the fire or something like that. But it seems like you got a short amount of time.
So I want to try and bring Colt round.
Okay. Do you have any medical drugs or anything, or?
I don't, as far as I'm aware, no.
Okay.
I got some stuff.
Hey.
You know?
You're alive. You're now addicted to some really bad shit.
I mean, how
would have worked
desperate
last time.
How desperate is the situation? Because
Yeah,
he's
how
pretty
about-
close. That
how
would have
about
worked last
solution?
time, but he was just too far under.
Yeah, I'll be calling Brother Crud over and going, and because I remember he tried to help Shadows, so I'll be trying to call him over. But I'll also, yeah, if there's anything I can do, stopping the bleeding and just trying really basic stuff. Try and help.
Okay, yeah, go ahead and do an intelligence check if you don't have the first aid skill, or
Okay.
if you have a first aid skill, you can use that.
I'm still flying high on slow jack, so I don't know how helpful I'm actually going to be if I'm playing this straight.
Yeah, well, I'll just ask you. I'll ask you for something that the stuff you try to give Shadow. But I got a 12 on the intelligence check.
Okay, nice. That'll give him back 3 HP. He wakes up.
Okay.
I think he's at Are you at 0 now, or are you at 1?
I'm at 0. I was -3, so yeah, I'm at 0.
So he's at like crawl right now. Crawl, he can talk and stuff like that.
Okay.
Attack and defend at
Drift.
-4.
Drift will just pull him into the back of the van as carefully as he can, and say, "Just lie still, man. Just lie still. We'll get you to the clinic."
Ah, yeah. Yeah.
And yeah, and he's yelling at everyone else to get in the van, and then he notices that George is already there. So looks around for Brother Crud, sees him pretty close, and says, "Come on, we got to get out of here."
Yeah, he's like fucking foaming at the mouth. He just pulls himself in through the window, rolls into the car. He's
I'm
spazzing.
so glad he's on our side.
His eyes are all fucked up. Like,
Yeah,
wild, crazy.
I don't even know if he can actually talk. I think -10. I think -6 charisma means you literally cannot talk to people.
Oh my god.
So yeah, I'm just trying to try and get everyone to the clinic. Same back alley clinic as before.
All right, as you guys take off out of here, I'm gonna go ahead and make your piloting check if you're trying to haul ass.
Yep. Okay. Skills.
He fumbles, kills everybody in a car accident.
Oh,
No, the
shit.
exact opposite.
No. Yes. Yeah, you're driving like a professional there.
just drifting the corners. So yeah.
Yeah. Hauling ass and going through different levels of the traffic as the hover cars are speeding by. Any pursuit that would have been, that happened, you're very sure that you left them behind. No way that they would catch up to you.
Cool. Yeah, so I'm going to take them to the clinic, and I'm going to drop them off, and then just in case, because I want to lose the heat, I don't want to leave this van parked outside. I'm going to go and find someone I know that can get me some someone that can get me some a fake license plate, or at least a kind of clean license plate for this, and bang some of the dents out of it, just to maybe even give it like a quick respray job, just to kind of anonymize the van. So I want to change the license plate and stuff, and just make sure it doesn't look like the same Corpo van that was taken from the place, and doesn't have the same license plate as anyone would have seen in that alley outside.
Nice. Yeah, you want to take it to the chop shop, get it all cleaned up.
Yeah.
As you're in there, Colch, you wake up with an injection. As Dr. Volkov, I don't know if you've met him before, remember that guy, is taking care of you. Any closing RP here?
I think Crud's just tweaking still, probably, or at the very end stages of the high, but just completely toast.
Yeah, and we see Drift at the chop shop, and he kind of gives them the van and the instructions what he wants done, and then he kind of sits down in the corner, and kind of you hear him muttering to himself, "Got it right this time. Got it right. I got him there. He lived."
That's him by himself in the car?
That's him at the chop shop, yeah. Yeah, he's sitting there because this time he managed to get, he couldn't get Shadow help in time, but he got Colt help in time. So he's
when George and Colt and Brother Crud are in the doctor's place, Colt's in the chair. He's like working on Colt already. You can see some cybernetic arm, like repairing his flesh and stuff. He says, "Are you all a part of this?" And he like nods to the TV where you can see like a bunch of smoke coming out of a factory, explosions, and it says terrorist attacks and stuff like that. He says, "Is this why you are wounded?"
Is that the place we were? Different thing.
It's totally different. It looks
Yeah,
like
that's what I
helo
thought.
gas.
I was like, yeah, we didn't cause that much damage.
Yeah, it looks like helo gas. You can see the sign on there. It says helo gas.
Yeah, George's face would go blank and his jaw would drop. I mean, that's where he works, right? Or used to work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
George goes, "That'll teach him to fire me."
I just got laid off from there, he says. But no, we're not involved in that.
He says the fucking Trinity is doing this. They're attacking places all over the fucking Helios station. He says it looks like they have some kind of fucking army. The spaceport is closed down. Nobody can leave. They're bombing all of the places around here. Every fucking place that offers life support is being destroyed. And that's when you can see, like, as they go over, like, some of the damage and everything, you can see all these synths. Some of them are laying there wounded, synths and blown up, basically. You can even see some of them are kind of children that have been robotically implanted and used as explosive devices.
Oh no.
And that's where we'll end it.
Pop goes a weasel.
Oh, shit.
That's where George's kid's going. Almost gone. Oh.
The running man. The running child.
Oh, no.
Oh.
Oh, no.
Or that big Urukai, but child version. Big bomb.
I was also just thinking of Dr. Volcom going, "Is this you guys? Is this what you're involved in?" And then Brother Craig going,
I'll make you proud, Papa. I'll make you proud, Papa Ugluck.
Oh.
Oh, jeez.
Oh god.
Just sitting there spitting on that dude's floor and shit. Just laying there in the fucking back alley clinic foaming at the mouth. Nothing new, I guess.
Thanks for running, bro. Thanks for including me tonight.
Hey, thanks for joining us, guest starring.